Stay tuned after the feature.
Communication. It started with a muttered sound, an awkward sketch. And now we've learned to capture all the sounds and visions of the human experience in a glowing tube. Waiting for someone else to broadcast the right program at the right time to the right audience.
And now, our feature presentation.
Lifestyles of these Robin Leach ballers, storyline sagas clad in bleach collars, egregious offers from spray tan monsters who conjure mantras to conquer on words. Truth be that bad and bougie doesn't suit me. Vanity unfair if you think it is all Gucci. Caviar dreams and it seems something's fishy. Meet is mystery, NFTs on the screen is glitchy. Fonzies with a Ponzi's, unveil them. Show, rug pull, expose, bit loads of crypto. Managed to vanish, blueprints and ruins. Follow the trails of the affluent influence. Persuasion, evasion at the pockets is deep. No stop to the greed as long as all of them meet. Watch it develop and it's clear to get the picture. The broken and the rich get richer. Conniving, low down, dirty, shameless.
Man, how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we're only out of rich to eat.
Hey, free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
Conniving, low down, dirty, shameless.
Man, how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we're only out of rich to eat.
Hey, free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
You make me crazy, driving me crazy,
going out of my mind, dog. You know me, same old main, scrolling through those feeds. Traverse each multiverse, scanning over timelines. It's all pretty ugly, we love thinking it's finite. But you know who remembers the internet, worldwide knowledge, put it in the intellect. Self-incriminating, at least
we have proof that what they've been doing ain't done in a vacuum.
True, if you don't believe brown and black folk, even then data don't matter to more than half those. Whole fixated on who's got more melanin, call it economic anxiety. So well again, frustrated demonstrating how Fox finagled our animal farm.
For real, fire up the grill. I know what cannibals are.
Marie Antoinette was more right than she'd imagine. Them cakes look like Christmas hams and it's feast of famine.
Marvin, low down, dirty, shameless.
Man, how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we only had a rich to eat.
Hey, free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
Marvin, low down, dirty, shameless.
Man, how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we only had a rich to eat.
Hey, free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
You make me crazy, driving me crazy, going out of my mind.
Hey, Chad, can I borrow $1? Lost all common sense, blew it all in Nevada. Ghost in the slot machine, got hogs to slaughter. It's that money over everything.
Alma mater.
Head of the class, got his head in his. Looking like a shish kebab to the ravenous class. Come between a man and his meal.
I'm about mine.
But I'ma break bread till they gentrify the chow line. Carrot on a stick trick,
Not quite.
got close, now the one that hold a stick, looking like a pot roast. Leaped out a window in GameStop, stock roast. They building condos, can't fix the potholes. Eat the rich, we all gon' get a share today. Mask on, hoodie up, breaking down the barricades. Talking reparations, prepare to pay. Heads of corporations, bathing in some marinade.
Marvin, low down, dirty, shameless.
Man, how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we only had a rich to
Hey,
eat.
free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
Marvin, low down, dirty,
Man,
shameless.
how you think they got rich and famous?
When we're out of food, we only had a rich to
Hey,
eat.
free lunch on the wall about that mystery meat.
You make me crazy, driving me crazy, going out of my mind.
Say you were going.
No, 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 no.
You walked away not even knowing how much tears were flowing.
Flowing.
Stay tuned.
That's a good ride.
Peace, y'all. This is Rocker, Irish Science, Dilated People's Rocksteady Crew and Universal Zulu Nation, and you are now rocking with family. That's what I'm talking about. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yo, how y'all feeling? Everybody at the drop feeling good tonight?
Drop feeling good. 104.7.
Hey, what, you feel good?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro. You know I'm doing good. How you doing?
I feel just right, baby, just right.
Word. Well,
I guess, Ichi, you gonna let us know, right?
numero uno. First.
Yeesh. Ichi Beezy been upon that Vanny Vitty Vici. Life is peachy, come and get a bite. Fruit forbidden, feel the vibe, feeling like I'm feeling right. Follow to the letter, no cap, all lowercase. Play my cards right up my sleeve where I hold an ace. Eyes are scanning, sleight of hand maneuvers are smoother, astounded, amazed. Gazes cause the duper is super, is gang, slang. Loaded up the slingshot, format of Rorschach, see it in an ink blotter. Voiding the poison with a quick fix remedy. Yo, center stage with that big energy. Crispy coat, white nights, leaky fit, dripping. Muscle up a big flex, Ichi hit different. Fine mind, fine wine in an old age. High key legend, I catch light when it throws shade in. Stay sharp in a circle of dull blades. Wavy baby, let's go. Got me feeling right. Feeling right. Got me feeling right.
DJ A-What, everybody. Hey, no comprende losses, only speaking profits. All wins in mi casa, they be leaking out the faucet. At my table, we all equal, harvest season be the process. Fighting for the people like a
Gringo Caesar Chavez.
I'm seeing green, even Jesus needed prophets. I'm a judo chopper, Judas, ain't a 12 that can stop it. Raise hell, blaze trails on a rocket. A face sales, you can smell where the sauce is. Y'all trace well, unoriginal and thoughtless. I run with Rockwell's, Basquiat's, and Picasso's. Masterpiece of mad scene, ring with imposters. Then build a clubhouse out of all them empty boxes. I got that Midas touch, got them diamond hands. Sending prices up every time I just in mic stands. Feeling like might kill on sight. All gas, no brakes, got me feeling right, man. Yeah.
Got me
me feeling like.
Got me feeling right.
Got me feeling like.
Side to side. Main rock on the drop. How you feeling, bro?
Ooh-wee. Great googly boogly, rudely interrupted by what I do for a two-piece. Still hella accomplished. Everybody eating.
What else?
Built along the table. Fed a lot of cretins, but they can't harsh my mellow. I don't do it for the gram. I give that genuine USDA Sammy seal. It's all in vain. I enjoy it for what it is. After pleasure comes pain. Annoyed with all of you kids. Get off my lawn. Trick, I cut it how I like it. That false sense of security for manicuring's my vice script. Helps me keep a hold of reality. Feet to concrete. Head can still get caught up in clouds. It's beyond reach. Somewhere stratosphere surfing, riding waves of emotions. Hot ties soaking in sunny my ties. Savoring moments. Hope to keep the same energy. Even on a million times the plug got me wired. And let me feel it like.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned.
Got me feeling right.
Yeah.
Got me feeling like.
Wave them side to side. Yeah. Wave them.
Got me feeling right. DJ, what? Stay tuned.
Today we have Mile High Hip Hop veterans. Stay tuned.
Nice. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey. An applause button.
Yeah, get the applause, yeah. I'm playing it right now. Applause. But hold on, let me give you more. Let me give you some more so they know. Boardroom clap.
Thank you.
Hip hop is in the building.
Yes.
Okay, so introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are, what you do in the band.
My name is Ichiban, and I rap and I also produce the music as well.
DJ AWHAT. I'm the DJ, do the cuts, mix, do the sets, produce a little.
I'm Main Rock, and I'm an MC, and I do all the emails and contact. And I used to do all the social media, but now I'm handing over IG to.
Thanks, Dad. Main Rock is our team dad. My name is InkLine. I also produce, MC, and do a little bit of the mixing for our projects. You know.
Nice.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really, really excited to have you here as our first local artist.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Stay Tuned. Who are you? What are you about?
We're an audio visual hip hop group. What we do is we have a DJ. Our DJ also does the visuals for the band. So, we try to make our live shows a little bit more engaging in that way. And yeah, three MCs and a DJ, traditional hip hop style, So, yeah, glad to be here.
How did you guys get the idea to bring the visuals into the sets? Because that is something that definitely sets you guys apart and it's interesting to watch. So where did that come from?
So I think in regards to the visuals, it was kind of also at the same time just with technology sort of, improving in regards to like the way we set up our shows, like DJ-wise, equipment-wise. I mean, we still use 2 turntables and a mixer, so very like staple hip-hop, traditional hip-hop, but the software itself kind of lent itself for us to be able to include the visuals along with the audio. So, really for us, since we've been performing for, 20 years plus, throughout Denver and, nationwide, we just wanted to take it to the next level and really just kind of give our fans and the folks that come to watch us, the opportunity to not only hear the music, but to see the visual. And it just gives us another element, another dimension, adds another dimension to the show and to our live show.
Dimension is a great word because I was at the show. By the way, if you did not know, they opened up for Nappy Roots. Y'all killed that, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
That was a dope show, and the visuals. It was the first time because Molly had explained to me how you need the screen, and it made sense, right, with all of that. So, 20 years, you said y'all been together. Talk about y'all brotherhood and what that means, and how that affects and helps like your hip hop creation. Talk about that.
Well, honestly, me and this dude known each other even longer than that. Been best friends since we were kids, and I mean, right? Well, we were all kids because we were still teenagers when we met him. And
right.
Then we met Ichiban, just in our early 20s. So it was like we were super young kids, and it's just this is what we've always done. And it was because that's just what you did. We were graffiti writers.
Okay,
we were of hip hop, and that was just what we did, and nothing else mattered. Like radio, this idea, like it was never what the goal was. The goal was just to do it, and it was like we're battle MCs. Like we came up very much in that realm of this idea of the 4 elements of hip hop. That's how we were taught, and so it was just what you did, and that was kind of the scene we were a part of, the party scene, and it just evolved in and of itself over its time. And it's like, I think that's, for me, I know it was one of the things I'm most grateful for at this point is to be here still with some homies that I've been homies with forever.
Nice.
And it's like, we know our work routines and we know how we are, how some fools don't be answering texts, and, you know how it goes. It's very much part of the process because it's always been the process.
Right.
And there's been people that have came and went, but like to be here with the core people and now doing our producer for our new project, Maker, he's from Chicago, and but that's somebody we met along the way and someone we were a fan of at first. Absolutely, and to be able to be at this point with my brothers, like working with someone we were a fan of, and where we've reached out in hip hop and at large, throughout the underground scene and who we know and now what we've accomplished, that's just, like I said, it's part of the process, but something that we're really thankful for all the same.
That's awesome. And it tells in your work from what I'm saying. Let's get you in here now. 20 years, y'all been together, your brotherhood and whatnot. It's a lot of talent here in Denver. There's a lot. Yep. Talk about your group and how you guys stand out or how you try and stand out, because there's a lot of hip-hop artists, hip-hop groups, soloists or whatever out there. How does your group and what you guys do kind of differ, and how you make sure that you guys stand out, other than the visual things?
Sure. Kind of circling back, to what we were talking about earlier. I mean, we've known each other for so long. I think I met these guys in like 2002, and they were doing shows at the Soiled Dove, which was a venue. I think I was 19 at the time, so we were having to forge documents and stuff, and go to King Super.
Statute limitations.
But yeah, just to play in these clubs. But we saw the talent that they brought, and vice versa, and we were all kind of doing our own things at the moment. But I think that all drew us in, to each other. And we weren't even, working as a collective at that point, but that's kind of, what we built off of that base. And to be doing it, 20 plus years later, it just feels like we're seasoned and we know what we want to hear. Yeah, we have this kind of this synergy when we get together, and kind of everybody knows their role. And I think that kind of makes us stand out from, I don't want to say compare us to other artists, but it does make us, a little bit more we know what we're doing.
You have your own lane. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So you guys have a project you're getting ready to release, Tuned In, and we'll get into that. But I want to talk about your latest single, Parts Unknown. It's really interesting. You just released the video for it. Talk a little bit about the visuals and the song itself.
So I believe this was Parts Unknown was actually originally called Mystery Meat.
Oh, wow.
It was the first song that we wrote for the project. And I believe Maine, had this idea of it being an ode to class warfare, and just we kind of just adopted the Eat the Rich kind of theme. And it just, the video kind of, the concept was just built into, the message and what we were trying to say. So, we hired a good homie, local film producer, director. He wrote the treatment for it, it's pretty easy, coming up with it, and he killed it. And, we luckily had some friends from Bar Red that lent us the basement. It was a nice dark cellar vibe, so it fit the concept of quite literally eating the rich. We wanted to have a fellowship, with our brothers around the table, celebrating, having a meal together. So, I don't know. It was dope. The concept was just a lot of fun to work with. So it kind of gave us the opportunity to really incorporate the visuals. Also, like, we did not plan on or intentionally plan on dropping it on Halloween, but we did get to incorporate some Halloween props. So I feel like, I don't know, I love the song. Maker really snapped on the beat. That melody really,
Is that the one I love? That
exactly.
That one, go crazy.
So
I'm telling you, I saw y'all perform that. I was like, that's the one. I love that. So I mean, to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything to add to that?
Yeah, shouts to Eric Media. That's who went ahead and directed and shot that and everything. And he's a young feller here. Well, he's great. Like, he just actually did a documentary himself,
Nice.
And it's about DACA students. And there's a program that allows DACA students to travel abroad and be able to re-enter the country,
Love
safely.
that.
So he just did this documentary for him, and it's amazing because they went to Tokyo, and just his work, speaks for itself.
That's dope that you shouted them out on that. That's dope.
Yeah, no, it's really important. And, like, the work he's doing, like, beyond, I know he's worked with Youth on Record as well, that local organization. Yeah, so he's very, very grounded in our community, Denver raised, but DACA, all the same. So
super important. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, talking about that, InkLine, you mentioned a lot of, like, you shot it at Bar Red. It's a local director. How important is Denver to y'all, to your music, to what you do?
Good question.
All Denver, bud.
Denver every day, fool.
Except for InkLine being from Birmingham, but he might as well be at this point.
I'm
grandfathered in, though.
There you go.
Bringing twang to the front range.
I love that.
But we're born and raised, so how what better to use in the community you're from, to really ground you in what you're doing. And it's like, for what it's worth, folks, like, when they talk about hip hop, there's all these regional sounds and what have you. And that's also actually part of the origin of Stay Tuned. Was we had, at some points, we have, like, production where it sounds like other regional stuff because it's hip hop, and, like, hip hop is always borrowed from everything, and you pull in everything. So, like, whether it's beats that sound more West Coast, more East Coast, more underground, whatever kind of labels you want to give us, that was the whole idea, is that we kind of range through them in sets, and we have mix sets where, where our beats go into, that exactly, like, to someone else, because we got a DJ, and that's what the DJ's supposed to do.
Yeah. The elements of hip hop,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, but at our core, it's still Denver. So we've always been told, well, Denver doesn't have a regional sound, whatever. And it's like, well, why would we? We're in the middle of the map, and we're pulling everything together.
Good point.
That's what we're here to do. And now we have a gang of transplants. InkLine not included because his grandfather in 05. He was here pre-legalization and all that.
I lived in Denver before Denver is Denver. So like, before this version of Denver, I didn't move here because of certain laws changed. You know what I mean?
Guys, anybody else want to add on to that? The Denver thing, the importance of it?
No, it's just like Maine hit the nail on the head. We all grew up here, and we all have close ties to just the community. Like, my father came here in the 70s to teach karate, and so it's like we've had our dojo on Colfax.
Wow.
Since he moved here, and it's always just been like a tight knit communal thing. So when we get together in any kind of artistry, or someone is succeeding in their artistry, we're always like here to push them on that platform, and we're all just here like kind of supporting each other. So it's just cool to see people pave a way, or like, oh, this cat went to East, or these cats went to G-Dub, or whatever. It's like, we go through that nostalgia, but at the same time, it's like really dope to see people from our community doing good things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, Denver is important to me. Being from Birmingham, Alabama. Like, I met AWHAT and Maine when we were literally kids, teenagers, and through a mutual friend who was my DJ from back home, at the time. He's also a graph writer, so naturally he got in with these guys, in the graph scene. He lived here, like going to school for a minute. So we just randomly visited one time. I came with him, met these guys. I saw what like a real like community looked like.
Love to hear that. Yeah.
And so, it really shaped my goals and aspirations, as an artist. So, when it came time for me to move here I wanted to get out of the South. So, naturally, having those early roots tied here, it felt like a second home to me anyway. So, having lived here, I got almost like 12 years total now, on 2 different times. So, yeah, seeing the community grow and evolve and being able to be a part of it with these guys, is like saying that Denver is important to me is like, complete understatement. So I'm just glad to be here, man. And, yeah.
That means a lot, because this is Community Corner. We talk about community things, but y'all brought that up, working with people and artists who are from the community, what it means for each and every one of y'all. That's awesome. Before we get to your debut of your song here, I want each and one of you to just give us a little short information or comment about what your legacy means to this city and in this group. I don't know if any of you have kids and what that means, but you guys are leaving a legacy. What does that mean to you to be able to do that, what you're doing, so they can, years later, like we watch our forefathers in hip hop and we watch their videos and their interviews, right? They left gems and so on. Talk about your legacy a little bit and what that means to you. How important is it?
That is such a big word, legacy, obviously. But as far as like mine within the city, I mean, I have 2 young boys. Actually, one of them is 12. The other one is just like 15 months right now. So big gap. But my 12-year-old, I mean, we were talking about earlier in regards to like, the 4 elements of hip hop and kind of like, that is what we grew up on. And that's actually in real time right now what I pass down to my sons. I mean, especially the older one. I mean, he's a b-boy.
Nice.
Active b-boy, like out there, performing, battling. Big ups to the b-boy factory here in Denver. And I guess like I don't really think about legacy. I guess I just think in the now, and what I just try to do is be the best example to them that I can be, and show them, the right way to do it. Having the experience that I have, and that's what really I just try to do. So I don't know. I mean, legacy is a big word, and within the Denver hip hop scene, I think like our work and the time that we've put in has, that has showed people, kind of what we're about, what I'm about, what everybody here is about. So I don't know. I think we just keep it moving and just keep being a good example.
Anybody else want to add to that?
I mean, legacy, like you said, I don't know if you think about it. It's just life, and we're living its fullest extent,
Sure.
through it, and whatever we're doing, is what we're doing, like I said. And so we're fortunate that we've done what we've done, that we've had the successes we've had, and that some of us have kids, and that we're, giving that to the kids. And
right.
It's just part of going on, and that's, really what the legacy is at the end of the day. Like for whatever doors we broke down for people, whatever we helped, however we helped the scene, it was because we just did it to do it, and it wasn't for this idea that we're going to do it for this reason.
Sure.
And so that, and your legacy is seen in that, and I think the real legacies are built on that, because people see that, this wasn't some intentional move to make me famous, put me in this position. It was just, these were the moves that were made, and that's what creates that legacy. Yeah.
What about where they can find you guys?
On IG, just go to IG, because everybody go to IG. It's at After This Break, because we're stay tuned. So stay tuned. After this break.
You see that?
Thanks.
What he did there.